Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to proudly present the PlayStation Vita. We just got this from Japan. It's out there now, and it's coming to the US very soon. But today we thought we'd do an unboxing video. My name is Matt Helgeson. I did our unboxing of the Nintendo 3DS from Japan, which was pretty much a disaster, and it made Reiner very happy to watch me struggle to unbox a system. So he's having me do this again, and we're going to get into it. As you can see, here's the retail box. Assuming the US will be very similar to this. So let's take a look at what's all inside here. And up. Welcome to the world of PlayStation. This, as you can see, is pretty normal. We have a power supply. This goes into that goes in the outlet here, and we have a USB that goes in there. This looks, I think this is a proprietary thing. It's smaller than what you'd see on an iPhone or an iPod or an iPad, but it's not, I don't think it's quite standard either. Like it's not a micro or mini USB or anything, so if you lose it, that probably means you're gonna have to buy it from Sony, which is unfortunate, but it will power it up. That's all you really need. So there's that. Let's see what we all have here. Some instructions in Japanese, which are not of much use to me, but I'm sure they will be to people in Japan. This is some more literature that looks to be outlining some of the features, near, which I believe is sort of similar to some of the things that Nintendo's done with the Street Pass in terms of like local sharing of items and things like that. Looks like music, movies, the cross-media bar, and other things you'd be familiar with from the regular, PlayStation products. So there's that. Technical information. And now the unit itself. Here is the Vita. It's a glossy black finish. It's a really big screen. As you can see in the back there, there's the touch panel that you can use to control some game functions. Got a outward-facing camera. I believe there is an inward-facing camera. You have the analog sticks. They feel really good, honestly. Pretty nice tension on them. A D-pad feels solid. Buttons and two triggers: select start and the PlayStation Home button. All right, I brought out some other systems. Here's the Nintendo 3DS and the regular kind of conventional PSP, and then here's the Vita. As you can see, it's a large handheld. It's very large. The screen looks to be significantly, I'd say at least maybe 3/4 of an inch longer and about the same wider as the regular PSP screen. Obviously much bigger than the screens on the 3DS. It's about as deep as the PSP, just maybe a touch deeper, but not much. All that being said, it doesn't seem extremely pocketable. I would say that this is definitely something you're going to keep in your bag, probably not your pocket. I don't know how many people really keep handhelds in their pocket anyways, but it's definitely pushing, I'd say, the size of a handheld unit. But it has a great, really big, beautiful screen for gaming, so I think that's a good trade-off. We also have a couple box games that we got from Japan: Katamari and Army Corps of Hell. As you can see, they come in these cute little kind of mini DVD cases. Here's just a side-by-side comparison with a 360 game that's in a more traditional DVD style case. So it's a lot smaller, yeah, so I guess this is what you'll be having on your shelf to store them. Open up the game here, and it's kind of like a DS or 3DS game, just a little tiny memory card, about the size of a bigger SD card, I guess. So yeah, then you just kind of put it right back in there, and that's looks like a pretty minimal booklet. So that is the packaging. And they got a Vita and all that great contents flowing into it and flowing out of it. So, I don't know where we are in the, it's like a cybernetic Paris or something. All right, we are going to go to Welcome Park.
Welcome to Welcome Park. Oh, somebody's at the door.
Hello. Who could be? It's a guy from a restroom.
It looks like they've been waiting
The
to
men's room guy. Hey, what's up?
first. Here you can try out some ways of using touch. Make the numbers disappear in the correct order.
Okay, so it's teaching you how to use a touch screen. That's pretty advanced stuff. I guess
Hold
it's...
the numbers in order, starting with the lowest to make them disappear.
Whoa. I'm not very good at math.
Ready? Go.
Okay, so yep, touch. Okay, well, Welcome Park with some tutorials was pretty, I don't know, pretty dumb. Party, I don't know what that is. Got the PlayStation Store, Near, which is kind of local sharing thing. Your friends, I'm assuming just, you know, your friends list. Group messaging, a full-on browser, which is kind of nice. Photos, trophies. It's going to have the same trophy system as PlayStation 3. We just put in our first game, Army Corps of Hell by Square Enix, so we're going to touch that. And now we have our very first update system software. Anyone that owns a PlayStation 3 knows and loves all of Sony's system updates, and it looks like this will be no different. Right out of the box we have a system update. Alright, now we've system updated, let's see if we can actually play a game, which is what we presumably got this thing to do in the first place. Alright. Yeah, weird, it kind of stretches. Oh, that's interesting. You can go back and forth. We'll hit start. Ooh, skull, scary. Whoa. Serious metal soundtrack going on here. Wow. It's got some serious death metal going on here. Okay, so you kind of get the guys in that aiming reticle, and then you just toss them at them with the right analog, and then okay, yeah, kill him. I hate this guy. All right, we put in our second game, Katamari. We've already done one system update when we first put in Army Corps of Hell. Now we have a second system update. This is kind of ridiculous. Let's update the system software once again. So basically within the first, I don't know, 15 minutes of using this thing for games, we've already had the system update twice. So yeah, I would maybe get used to a lot of system updates on this thing. Alright, now we're going to check out the other game that we have. Katamari. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Katamari. Unfortunately, if it's in Japanese, we'll probably be missing out on some fairly funny dialogue here that we won't be able to understand. Wow, his abs, he's been working out. Look at he's got kind of a package. I mean, can't help but notice, I guess. He's Alright, now we're playing Katamari. It's you know, 2 analog control. Definitely we are rolling stuff up and making a big giant ball of stuff. General impressions of having now played it for gameplay, it's very comfortable in the hand. The analog sticks and all the buttons feel really great. The screen display is really amazing, I think, for a handheld. By far the best handheld screen I've ever seen on a gaming system. I think it's right up there with, you know, what you've seen on iPhone and iPad in terms of just being really bright. I have pretty much no complaints about just it functionally as a gameplay device. I think Sony has always made really good hardware, and this seems to continue that tradition. The quality of the plastic and just the components feels really high quality. I would say it definitely feels a little more, I guess, expensive, quote unquote, than the 3DS, which it is. So yeah, they definitely didn't skimp on this thing. It's an expensive system relatively for handheld tradition, but I think its build quality seems commensurate with its price.